Hi everybody, my name is Patrick Mitchell and I'm the owner of Engineering Shock Electronics. This is my third Kickstarter campaign. My last Kickstarter campaign was very successful. I've been very fortunate. It allowed for me to ship out all of my rewards immediately, and on top of that it allowed for me to fund some new prototypes. And these are what you'll be pledging on, I'm hoping. They are two different Keypad matrix processor boards, so combination locks. We'll both have EEPROM memory, have two programmable codes, one for panic, which drives the siren. I'll give you a demonstration in just a few minutes if you hold on, and the unlock code, which drives the servo motor to 90 degrees for a few seconds, then back to the zero state, and that allows for you to lock or unlock something. This version talks to you. You interface a speaker with it. This version is Arduino compatible. This version has a battery backup option, and both versions have the option of using either a siren for the panic alarm, or you can disengage the siren and use the onboard relays to switch on and off other devices in panic mode. They're very easy to use, and depending on what reward you want, I'll be offering up at least 3 different matrix keypads, and I'm going to show you all of the plugins right now. I didn't have room to add the AC adapter, but in many rewards there will be an AC adapter that plugs directly in to the DC power jacks on the boards. This is just some of the hardware. I've got easy access to 3 different 4x4 keypad matrices. This one's a membrane keypad. This one's a momentary push keypad. It's very, very small. These are the 2 lower end units, and this is the higher end unit that's actually kind of taken from a telephone, if you will. These are the highest quality that will be offered in the rewards. Of course, if you are really interested, you can look at the Apple Kid Special, and the Apple Kid Special will be for everything. So this is the talking board, the Arduino compatible board. This is a 1-watt speaker that plugs into the talking board. We'll get to the demonstration in just a second. This is a standard siren that would plug into both units. That would be activated by the panic code, and the panic code, once you enter it, again, this siren is really loud. I'll give you a demonstration, but the microphone on the camera can't even pick up just how loud it is at 9 volts. It's deafening, so it's a really fantastic panic alarm. This is a mini servo, and these are the servo attachments that will plug directly onto the servos that will allow for you to lock and unlock. This is female to female wire connectors that allow for you to connect, say, from this matrix keypad to the board, and this matrix keypad to the board. This membrane keypad plugs directly onto the matrix rails. So let's talk about a demonstration. As you can see, I've taken one of the membrane keypads and plugged it into the version 1, the Arduino compatible board. And let's go over some of the features. Right now I've got the servo motor connected to the correct ports on the board, on the processor board. I've got my siren plugged in, my siren enable jumper connected, and I've got my power supply plugged in. So this is a 9-volt AC adapter. I'm going to unplug the power first of all, and watch the servo motor. I unplug, and I'm going to plug it back in, and you'll notice that the servo glitches a bit. I have software in there to correct it. There we go, it corrects itself. So, I've just powered it on for the first time. What about the codes? So I have to enter in, I have to program in an unlock code to drive the servo, and a panic code to drive the siren. So, in order to reprogram into EEPROM memory the unlock code, I have to press star $AA, and the LED will blink, telling me that I'm in program mode. So I'm going to enter in a code of 2525. So from now on, 2525, until I reprogram it, will activate the servo. Now, what if I want to program in my panic alarm? I have to press star DD. And the green LED flash is telling me that I'm in panic alarm code entry. So let's do 3636. So, from now on, even if I remove power, those two codes are stored in EEPROM memory, and I can reprogram them using the star number AA or star number DD codes. So if I enter in 2525, watch the servo motor. 90-degree turn, and then back. So that is used to unlock, say, a door. And I will be trying to enter in, create an option so that once you enter in that code, it stays at 90 degrees until you press something on the keypad, and then it turns back. So I'll give you that option too. I just haven't programmed that yet. So what if I enter 3636? The siren will go off. Now the siren is really, really loud. You won't get a great idea of how loud it is because my camera can't pick it up, but I'm actually going to cover it for a second after I enter in the code because it's so loud it'll hurt my ears. Now once I actually press in 3636, the siren will go off and you'll actually notice one of the LEDs will blink. And once it stops blinking, I can press the 1 button to disable it. Only then will it disable. So, but the siren will remain on until the LED stops blinking. Once it stops blinking, only then can I press 1. Otherwise, I can keep pressing 1, nothing will happen until the LED stops blinking. So let's try it. Now I can press 1. And the system resets. Again, 2525, and the servo moves, then back, and let me unplug it. I'll unplug it. We'll watch the servo again, the glitching and the realignment in software. Realign. I'll go back and I'll enter in 2525 again. Now what if I enter in the wrong code? The red LED turns on for a short time, then turns off. What if I take too long to enter in a code? Timeout. Same thing. However, this is where it becomes Arduino compatible. There are 6 pins in the middle. Right now they're labeled 5 volts, GD for ground, B0, 1, 2, and 3. On the final board they'll be labeled along the lines of 5 volt, GD for ground, TA for tamper. A pulse will go to that pin when you enter in the wrong code. TO for timeout, so a pulse will go to the TO pin when there's a timeout. A pulse will go to the UL unlock pin when you enter in the unlock code to drive the servo motor, and a pulse will go to the PA pin when you enter in the panic code. So you can connect this to your Arduino and basically take off. If you want, you don't even have to use the siren or the servo motor. You can use those pins to tell the Arduino to do something else. So that's why this is a processor board. It has many different functions. This is Arduino compatible. You don't need the siren, you don't need the servo motor to do a lot of fun things with this. You do need a matrix keypad, but you don't even need one of my matrix keypads. You can use your own. So I'll be offering tons of different options for rewards. Anyhow, let's go on to the talking unit. So this is the talking version. I've got a different keypad matrix connected via female-to-female wires to the board. I got my speaker connected, my siren connected. Same option as before. I can use, if I take the siren off and I take the enable connector off, I can use the relay in the terminal block to switch on something else if I enter in the panic code. So for simplicity, we're just going to quickly enter in an unlock code of 4545, a panic code of 7878. We use the same pre-programmed codes, star number AA for unlock, star number DD for panic. So I'm going to plug it in, and please listen as this board talks to you.
Enter combination.
Alright, so star number AA.
Enter program mode. Enter combination. Code programmed. Enter combination. Enter program mode. Enter combination. Code programmed.
So what
Enter combination.
if I enter in the wrong combo?
Incorrect combination.
What if I take my sweet time entering in a code?
Timeout.
So let's enter in 4545. Watch the servo.
Enter combination.
Right now the servo on this board is only turning to 80 degrees. I'm going to correct that in software. I just haven't had time to make the final changes to both boards. Both need some tweaking, but they're very far along. I'd say about 90%. So let's enter in 7878 to turn the siren on. Now, just to show you again what I meant last time, when the LED is blinking, you can't turn it off. And I'm going to tap 1 while the LED is blinking just to show you that. Then I'm going to cover it up, wait for the LED to turn off, and then I'm going to press 1 to turn it off. Nothing's happening. Now I can turn it off.
Enter combination.
So, just to show you again, it's saved into EEPROM memory. I can reprogram it at any time. I'm going to disconnect power, and I'm going to plug it in again.
Enter combination.
The servo corrects itself after power up. Problem is with the servo, this specific servo, is when you apply power to it, it glitches, and so that's why I've had to write code in to correct it. So, 4545, watch the servo. And 7878.
Enter combination.
So that's it. That's the two boards. I will be talking about all their different rewards depending on whether or not this Kickstarter is successful or not, or how successful, if at all. I will be entering in some stretch goals. I've already got some ideas. Again, it depends on whether or not the Kickstarter community finds this specific project interesting. I'll be very detailed about the rewards. I'll be generous with rewards, and you'll be able to go from one single DIY kit to fully assembled to the whole shebang to everything. So thanks for watching. Thanks for making it this far. I hope you'll consider pledging my Kickstarter campaign. Take care. Visit us at engineeringshock.com.